Man, work was crazy today.
Yeah, Amy's talking. You were talking about stress in the workplace. How old are you?
I know, right? I totally thought we were going to go on strike until that happened. Yeah, that's why you guys came here.
What's the involvement in the place?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Evan, pay up, you just lost.
Dude, I'm not paying you your money, man. You cheated. I saw you.
Man up, dude. A bet's a bet.
Hello and welcome to our training video. Today we're going to talk about workplace violence. Workplace violence is any act or threat of physical violence, harassment, intimidation, or other threatening, disruptive behavior that occurs at the worksite. According to the survey, a nationwide cross-section of 508 human resource professionals and 502 employed adults 18 and older, conducted by Roper Starch Worldwide Inc., employees and bosses are overwhelmingly agree that personal problems spill into work lives and directly impact job performance. Among other concerns, workers noted that stress-related problems and illness and death in the family are the most commonly experienced performance-affecting problems. 1 in 73 employees experience workplace violence.
So, what should you look for? Adverse impact. If your supervisors are spending an inordinate amount of time coaching and or counseling employees about personal problems, you should be looking for decreased productivity. If employees are making excessive mistakes, poor judgment calls, or missing deadlines, or wasting work time and materials. You should be looking for inconsistent work patterns, alternating periods of high, low productivity and quality of work, or inappropriate reactions or overreactions to criticism and mood swings. You should look for concentration problems. Are your coworkers easily distracted and often have trouble recalling instructions, project details, and deadline requirements? You should be watching for safety issues. Are your coworkers more accident prone, have a disregard for personal safety as well as the equipment and machinery safety, or are they engaging in needless risks? You should be looking for unusual change behavior. Are employees making inappropriate comments, threats, or throwing objects? Evidence of serious stress in employees' personal life. Are employees crying, making excessive phone calls, and experiencing a recent separation? Continual excessive blame. Do coworkers have an inability to accept responsibility for even the most inconsequential errors? And are employees experiencing unshakable depression? Are your peers experiencing a low energy, little enthusiasm, or even despair?
How can workplace violence hazards be reduced? One of the best protections employers can offer their workers is to establish a zero-tolerance policy towards workplace violence. This policy should cover all workers, patients, clients, visitors, contractors, and anyone else who may come in contact with company personnel. OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, believes that a well-written and implemented workplace violence protection program combined with engineering controls, administrative controls, and training can reduce the incidence of workplace violence in both the private and federal workplaces. This can be a separate workplace violence prevention program or can be incorporated into an injury and illness prevention program. Employee handbook or manual of standards operating procedures is critical to ensure that all workers know the policy and understand that all claims of workplace violence will be investigated and remedied.
What rights do the workers have? Workers have a right to a safe workplace. The law requires employers to provide their employees with working conditions that are free of known dangers. OSHA laws also prohibits employers from retaliating against employees for exercising their rights under the law.
Oh my gosh. Some people's kids, I tell you.
Whoa, easy guys, easy.
Dude, he's a cheater, man.
Hey, I don't know what happened or what's the deal, but this isn't the time or place for this.
Man, this guy.
Alright, thanks. Hey, Evan, wait up real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to talk real quick in the break room?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, sweet man.
Yep.
So, yeah, I saw what went down right there, man. That's freaking messed up. You alright?
Yeah, I'll be alright, man. I can handle my own. It's okay.
Did you know why he would do something like that? Or?
Yeah, we were down at the bars last night and we were playing pool and it was over some money, so of course things got heated. I can't think he was cheating, but he obviously was like in a tight place with money, so yeah, I can understand why he's getting a little heated.
Oh, I mean, regardless, dude, I mean, that was freaking crazy. You could freaking seriously hurt you right there. I think you should probably talk to HR.
I don't need to bring it up, man. It's not that big of a deal. Like, I can just talk to him later.
I mean, dude, I still think it's the safe thing to do. I mean, maybe HR will agree with you and it's not a big deal, but I think you should talk to him.
You don't think it's going to be a big workplace, gossip? I don't want this stuff to be around too much.
I mean, HR is supposed to keep it confidential, right? So, yeah, I don't see what the big deal is. I think we should go talk to him.
Alright, maybe you're right.
Alright, sweet.
Yeah, come in.
Hey, dude,
Hey, Evan.
you have a minute?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, thanks.
What's going on?
Yeah, I just had a weird encounter with Sean. I think a lot of it has to do with some stuff that's happened outside of work, and I just, I'm a little worried about some kind of like violence or workplace, hostility kind of coming up, and I want to talk to you about it so that way it's up in the air.
Yeah, tell me what happened.
So yeah, just now, Sean and I were kind of passing in the hallway, and he kind of shoulder checked me, and I was like, what's going on, man? And he pushed me into the wall, and some words were exchanged, and luckily Joe was there to be able to kind of break it up a little bit and calm the situation. But the next time I see Sean, it's going to be awkward, and who knows what might happen next.
Okay. I'm going to call in Sean. Let me just talk to him a little bit. Thanks for coming to me with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, Zach, it's Jared. Hey, could you do me a favor and bring in Sean, please?
Yeah, no problem. I will be right in with him.
Okay, thanks a lot. Bye. How you doing, Sean?
Not bad. I'm just kind of curious why I'm in here today.
Well, I heard about an altercation between you and Evan that happened earlier today.
Oh yeah, I was just walking by minding my own business, and Evan just kind of shoulder bumps me, and I think it had to do with that pool game we had last night. Well, anyways, so we were playing pool, and I won, pretty much beat him pretty bad, and he accused me of cheating and won't pay me my money now, which I feel is kind of unfair. You're a man, you pay your bets.
Okay. Hey, Zach, would you mind grabbing Evan for me?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Hey, Evan.
Hey.
Hey, please have a seat over here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to talk to you too about what happened today. I'm getting conflicting stories. He says it was just a bump. You say it was a push. I don't know. Everything going all right between you two?
Well, the reason I'm frustrated is because when we placed that bet yesterday, I used my rent money. So I was hoping on that money I was going to win to help pay for my rent for this month because I'm a little behind. Haven't been making as much money as I thought it would be.
Yeah, man, you still cheated though. It's like, I understand why you're getting heated because the money is tight and everything, but I still don't think you deserve the money.
Regardless of what happened at the bar last night, violence in the workplace is unacceptable. Sean, I want you to know that you're not going to be fired. But is there any way that we can resolve this?
Well, when I think about it, since I'm not being fired, I think I'd rather take the bet away and keep my job. That's more important to me than that silly bet.
I'm cool with that. That works.
Great. Well, Evan, I'm going to talk with Sean.
Okay.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind stepping out. Well, I need you to know that we're going to put this into your file, just so that it doesn't happen again. And we hear that you're having problems with money, so we'd like to also offer you some financial counseling. Is that something you're interested in?
Yeah, that'd actually be pretty awesome. Kind of have a gambling problem as it is, so
Yeah.
that would definitely help.
Okay. We'll work on this.
Awesome, thanks. I appreciate for what you did and not firing me.
Yeah, definitely. We're here for you.
Nice, thanks.
All right. You're welcome.
I work at the admin desk at my work, and I looked through the back window the other day, and I saw these two guys, and they seemed to be getting in a fist fight. One was they were walking in opposite directions, and this one guy looks like a complete tool, just totally rammed this guy up against the wall, and I felt bad for that guy because he looked so sweet, and he just felt so bad, and so they started yelling at each other. And then this other guy, also a sweet guy, well, he looked sweet, he tried to break them up, and they just were just going at it and yelling at each other. I think about drugs. I'm not really sure what about, but I just felt really, really scared, and I didn't want to go back to work. I don't feel comfortable at work anymore because, you know, my professional staff member wasn't at work, so it was just me. I just didn't know how to handle it, and almost called the cops, but then they dispersed, and that was it.
This concludes our training video. Stay tuned for the assessment, and remember to stay safe out there.
And we might have to like pan
So it's
out,
recording
have all
now?
three of us
Yeah.
standing by the wall.
Ron, you're on.
I don't think
I love that movie.
Sounds good. That's so funny.
You see the second one?
No, I never did.
It's just jokes the whole time.
How could workplace violence be? Okay, glad I screwed up.
Alright, wait, like
You just wait.
Yeah, wait.
Whoa, easy guys.
What is the
easy.
deal?
Holy smokes.
Man, look at this guy.
I see that, man. You might want to.
Hey Zach, it's Jared. Hey, could you do me a favor and bring in Sean, please? Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
Yes, sir. I'll bring it.
This is for the credits.
Oh yeah, Portland Joe. Yeah, get it.